Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a question that a lot of people ask before moving to or visiting the Philippines. Is the Philippines friendly to foreigners? If you've ever wondered about the warmth, hospitality, and general vibe of the country towards expats and travelers, this video is for you. Spoiler alert. The Philippines is often regarded as one of the friendliest countries in the world, but of course there's a lot more to say. From hospitality and helpfulness to potential cultural misunderstandings, let's take a closer look at what it's really like for foreigners in the Philippines. Stick around for an honest, nuanced answer. Let's start with the most well-known aspect of the Philippines' Filipino hospitality. It's not just a stereotype. Filipinos genuinely have a culture of kindness and generosity towards guests. Whether you're visiting a local's home or just asking for directions in a town you're exploring, you'll often find people going out of their way to make sure you feel welcome. In fact, Filipinos even have a term for this kind of care and warmth. It's called pakikisama, which means striving for harmony and being accommodating. For most foreigners, this is one of the first things they notice: the big smiles, the willingness to help, and the warmth from strangers. When it comes to day-to-day interactions, whether you're in a city like Manila or a smaller town, you'll quickly realize how friendly people are. Filipinos are known for their approachable demeanor and willingness to chat with strangers. You might even get questions like, "Where are you from?" or "How do you like it here?" People are often curious and eager to learn about you. Most locals are very proud of their country, and they're excited when foreigners come to visit or stay. Don't be surprised if people strike up conversations with you, in line at a store or while you're eating at a local restaurant. This friendliness is genuine and is often motivated by a desire to make you feel at home. One of the major reasons the Philippines feels extra welcoming to foreigners is because English is widely spoken. It's one of the official languages here, and almost everyone can communicate in English to some degree. This makes it so much easier to ask for help, have conversations, and generally connect with people. Unlike some countries where you might feel a bit lost without knowing the local language, here in the Philippines, you'll find it easy to communicate, whether you're in a city or a rural area. This language advantage often makes foreigners feel more at ease and included. One of the best experiences for foreigners in the Philippines is getting invited to local gatherings. Filipinos love to celebrate, whether it's a birthday, a festival, or just a random weekend. If you're living here as an expat, don't be surprised if your neighbors or even newly made friends invite you to their family gatherings. It's their way of welcoming you into their community. This sense of inclusivity can be very touching. You might be treated to a fiesta or a family barbecue with endless food and karaoke. In these moments, you truly get to see the heart of Filipino culture, community, family, and a genuine desire to make everyone feel included. Now, while the Philippines is very friendly to foreigners, it's also important to mention that there are some challenges and nuances. For example, in certain places, particularly in very rural areas, foreigners may attract a lot of attention simply because they're not as common. You might get a lot of stares or even hear children calling out, "Hey Joe," which is a common way of addressing foreigners. It's usually not meant in a negative way, but it can take some getting used to if you prefer to blend in. In more tourist-heavy areas, there's also the occasional downside of being seen as a walking wallet, where some locals might assume you have lots of money just because you're a foreigner. This can sometimes lead to higher prices or being approached by people trying to sell things to you. It's part of the experience in some spots, but it's something to be mindful of. Another key aspect to having a positive experience as a foreigner in the Philippines is respecting the local culture. Filipinos are very friendly and polite, and they appreciate when foreigners make an effort to understand their customs. Simple gestures like using po, ano po as respectful phrases or showing interest in local traditions can go a long way in building meaningful connections. It's also good to be mindful of local sensibilities. Filipinos can be quite modest and prefer to avoid conflict, so it's best to stay light-hearted and friendly in conversations. If you respect these cultural nuances, you'll find Filipinos are even more welcoming and eager to get to know you. Many expats who stay long-term in the Philippines often say that building friendships here is one of the most rewarding aspects. Filipinos are known to form close bonds, and if you take the time to invest in those friendships, you'll see that they can become like family. There's a strong sense of community here, which is especially comforting for those who might be moving far away from home. Whether it's neighbors bringing over food during a special occasion or new friends checking in on you during a storm, the community spirit here is very strong. This is one of the main reasons why so many expats not only come to the Philippines, but also decide to stay long-term. So, is the Philippines friendly to foreigners? Absolutely. The hospitality here is real. The language makes it easy to connect, and the warmth of the people is something that many expats and travelers carry with them long after they leave. Of course, there are a few challenges here and there, but if you approach things with an open heart and respect the local culture, you'll find the Philippines to be one of the friendliest places you could ever visit or live in. From the spontaneous invitations to gatherings, to the kindness of strangers helping you find your way, the Philippines has a lot to offer in terms of human connection. And that's really what makes a place feel like home, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've been to the Philippines, let me know in the comments. Did you feel the famous Filipino hospitality? And if you're planning to visit or move here, I'd love to hear your thoughts or any questions you have. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more insights on living in the Philippines and around the world, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Take care, and as they say here in the Philippines, mabuhay!